Welcome back. For anyone who doesn't know, we traveled from Atlanta, Georgia to Phuket, Thailand. I am on a hunt to discover who I truly am. And I know in order for me to find that, I have to leave my comfort zone. Have you ever felt that way? Like you just need a change, a new beginning, a fresh start. So earlier today, we went to see the elephants, and that was really cool. It was hot, it was muggy, but it was a really good experience. But I could not wait to see the nightlife in Phuket, Thailand on Bangla Road. It sort of reminds me of Bourbon Street in New Orleans, and that's where I'm originally from. I'm on a search to try new things. I'm a person who's kind of like, I can adapt to almost anything, any person, any surrounding, but that is also a problem. I've adapted so much that I sort of kind of lost myself. And you know, when I run into people or whatever, family, friends, and they say, girl, I know you. And I'm like, hell, you know you don't, because I don't even know my damn self. I've adapted so much that I'm like, okay, who am I really? What do you really like? What do you really want? You know, outside of what society says, outside of what friends say, outside of what family says, what would I really do? What kind of life would I really live if I just did things my way? And that's where I'm at right now. I do not give a damn about what anyone thinks, says, or feels about how I should live my life. I have finally surrendered and let go and given myself permission to discover me, to find my joy, my peace, my happiness, and live my life. So now we're on Bangla Road, and it just felt so peaceful because I always want to go places in the States, but it's like just being in crowds and stuff like that just gives me anxiety. But here it's like I can just walk around, I can let my hair down, and you don't have to worry about gunfire or violence. You don't have to worry about cops harassing you. I mean, with all these people, with cannabis stores everywhere, with all the drinking and everything like that, you didn't have like anybody getting like unruly. You didn't have cops on every corner. You don't even know where they were. It was just so peaceful. After a long day, we were on a hunt for some nice cold beer for hubby and some good old-fashioned street food, and we finally found it. Man, I was in shock. Look how big this shrimp is. And the lobster was like the size of half your arm. I had to like put my hand out just to give you a visual. Everything was fresh. You had like maybe 30, 40 street vendors, and they're all running to you saying, eat at mine, eat at mine. And we finally settled on a guy who was like very persistent, very kind, very nice. And so we sat down, ordered our food, and now we're ready to eat.
You see it's steaming. I was thinking like 12 ounce, 16 ounce, maybe 20 ounce.
Yeah, I see you, brother. You'll be amazed at all the hotels and stuff when you go out, how many Americans you see. It was funny, before I left, some family members were like, you're going to Thailand? You don't know how they treat black people over there? And I was like, really? In America, race plays no part in our everyday lives. I'm not living my life in fear anymore, and the Thais treated us very well. Oh my God, the mango sticky rice. And I'm not a person who eats fruit, but over there I had fruit every day. It was so good. I had it every night. And my husband, he loved his food. He had his, like, I guess some kind of spicy shrimp fried rice. I had shrimp fried rice. And we both had like lobster and everything cut into it. It was like so good. And everything we had was fresh. I mean, we ate almost everything, and we didn't feel stuffed. We didn't feel like, oh my God, I don't feel like moving. You didn't have the GMOs. You didn't have all these additives, and everything cost us less than $20. So after eating, we walked some more, and we realized, man, we've been walking since earlier this morning. It is time to catch a ride. So we found this Tuk Tuk. You know, I didn't realize till later on that it was Hello Kitty, my daughter's favorite. I was ready to sit down, but not quite ready to go back to the hotel. I wanted to like get a Tuk Tuk and take a tour around for about an hour or so, and then head back to the room.
We're not okay. All right.
She said drop for 1 hour, drop you off at the hotel. She said, but when you're done, drop me off at the hotel?
You should have had the beer. You got a whole hour.
I gotta be able to pee in the cup. Oh, I can't do an hour.
No. The strip is for an hour. She had to find your bathroom.
Hello, you want to connect Bluetooth, play music?
Huh?
Bluetooth, play music.
Play music?
Yeah, we
You got your phone, play music?
Okay.
So apparently every Tuk Tuk has Bluetooth, so you can play any music that you like from your phone. And if we know our daughter correctly, we're in for a whole night of Taylor Swift and Bob Marley. And if I'm wrong, I'm prepared to get out this Tuk Tuk right now and walk back to the hotel. And you know I'm not walking. That's how right I know I am. So put the money in your pocket first.
run fast.
ที่หนูคิดเองอยู่มั้งอะคิดตลกคิดนะนี่คิดนี่
Can't run fast.
My husband already got his happy juice. This is really cool. I didn't realize it was Hello Kitty to this now.
I know right
This is destiny.
What did I say? And because of YouTube guidelines, I don't want them deleting all of the audio from my video, so I had to mute the whole conversation we had in this vehicle so that my whole video was not muted. So let me go ahead and wing it. We came across this, local man, and he was just dancing to the Taylor Swift, and just seeing his smile and his joy just made me happy and very joyful. I was like, I am feeling so good right now. I mean, I was smiling the whole time. My husband was smiling the whole time. Then he taps me like, look at our daughter. She is so happy. He just starts making fun of her, like, because she's over there like having a time of her life. And then my daughter, she was so excited. She was like, man, Thailand has everything I need in my life. She was like, a good quality of life, it's fun. And then she started asking about universities, like, what universities do they have here? Like, if we move here, I can go to school here. And we were like, yes, that was the whole point of bringing you on this trip, because I really want my baby with me. And as we drove around, you can see like all the restaurants, you can see the, bars, the hotels, even pharmacies. Like, it's not like it's done in the US. They kind of cut out the middleman. You don't have a Walgreens and CVS and everything, and you have to go to your doctor if you have like a pain, and then pay your doctor, and then he gives your prescription, and then you go to the pharmacist, and then the insurance company gets paid, and then your co-pay and everything. They cut out all the middlemen. So even when I touched down, I had hip pain from being on that 23-hour flight, child. And so I went to the pharmacy, it's right there on the corner, told him I had, pain in my hip, and he asked me about my medical history. So if you lie, that's on you. But he asked me about my medical history, took the time out with me, had a good conversation, filled out the forms, and just right there on the spot or whatever, he gave me some type of, pain from muscle or whatever, an actual prescription. And I got like 10 tablets, and it was only $7. I was like, what? And then when you compare it back home, it was like $200, $300, $400 for the same thing. So I got that, and it worked. The city life, that is my thing. I was raised and everything in New Orleans, the city, and then I joined the military, and I was gone for like 20 years, traveled the world, and then retired and came to Atlanta. So, city life living is my type of thing, but I also like to be kind of secluded a little bit, but knowing that the city is like right there a few minutes away. That's what Phuket reminds me of. But then there are also like 4 spots where most expats go, and that's Phuket, which is like the beach town. Then you have Chiang Mai for those who are looking for like more of your country escapist living. It's quiet, remote. That's just kind of like not my thing, but it will hit the sweet spot for others. Then you have Bangkok. Bangkok is normally like your New York City. Now, based on what I've seen, because I haven't gone there yet, it might be a little bit too congested for me, and the prices are a little bit higher. So no, not my thing. But I did think I found a spot, Hue Hin may be the one that hits that sweet spot, because it's like retirement age, it's kind of quiet, but then you also have like, a lot of things you can do and see there. So I have to visit Hue Hin to see if that may be the place for us. Plus our daughter's on her 3rd year of college for psychology. So if we did move to Hue Hin, that would be perfect for her, because the colleges and everything will be in Bangkok for her. So she can be in Bangkok during the weekdays, and I think her boyfriend's thinking about coming too and finishing school with her, so we'll feel safer knowing that she's with someone. And then she'll only be 2 hours away, so she can come home on the weekends, or we can go there to Bangkok, whatever. So it seems like, Hue Hin might be the place. So we are back, and as you can see, that's the mall. The reason we picked M Social Hotel was because it was connected to the mall. We can just leave out of our hotel room, child, go through the lobby, and then be in the mall. And then maybe a block or two was Bangla Road, where we had just left. Now, although it took us an hour because we wanted to take a tour, it was only a couple blocks away, so we could have walked. And let me know in the comments if you're considering leaving your comfort zone, and where would you like to go, either to visit or to live. And don't forget to come back for the next video where you'll see us in cages with tigers. That's right, I am breaking all fear and I'm enjoying life and seeing what this life has to offer.